guy who introduces the meetups every time. So, yay. Okay, so here's our agenda for today. We're going to go through, not intros, but community news very quickly. And then we've got some combat detection and clash by Rigor Mortis, which is here. Super Skydrop's Arena sort of prototype playthrough by Steve, which was a Game Logic and Unity Grids plugin. Vietnam's 5 games over. Badlands mini design analysis by myself. And a stasis demo / presentation, followed by an open floor. And then we're going to go outside quickly and have a little playtest of this physical game by Andre called Blind Leading the Blind. Cool. So, now straight on to community news. We had a quite cool month, really. I mean, we had 2 games being greenlit, Broforce and Viscera Cleanup Detail. Viscera Cleanup Detail kind of appeared out of nowhere and became the internet's favorite game ever. And then, like, 2 weeks later, basically got greenlit. So that's really awesome. Yeah, we're really happy about that. We had Competition D, which we had 24 entries for, which was amazingly cool. I don't know how true it is, but people were saying most we've ever had in any community or whatever. But it's pretty cool. It's a lot of people. You're getting a lot of top quality prototypes, which is really, really, really exciting. We had a street and physical game jam this past weekend, and where you professionally and sort of look like an idiot. But it was fun, and that's what matters. We had 2 games that came out of there, and we're going to sort of write up those rules and send them out to everybody soon. We had the Bounty Armors release, which Diogo worked on, and then much to the modesty of Jonathan and Matt, they kind of didn't work on, sort of, not really. But it's awesome, so you should check it out. It's really cool. Then Diogo also released another game called Love Dodge, which is really cool and adorable. And we're not quite sure what the theme implication is. Anyway, okay. Before I get on to Amaze, which Hanley asked me to speak about instead, do you have any other community news? I heard some news about contractor required. You guys need a contractor?
Oh, can you just stand up here?
Yeah, no.
Hey guys, how's it? I'm just with my partner Frank. We've started with a business and all that. We want to get into the mobile app community and development, process. And we basically outsourced a Chinese developer to start a game for us. She got halfway through the game. It's an iOS game. And we pulled out basically because she basically was just messing us around in terms of time and all that. Her skill level was pretty good and all that. She knew what she was doing. She just didn't have the time and all that. So we basically here tonight to see if there's anybody who's got those sort of skills. The game was developed in Coco 2D. I don't know if any of you know who's got that skill. Who could possibly help us. We're looking for anybody basically who could maybe review it, see what we've got a bit of a demo going in terms of the game. We could share that with you and take it from there. So yeah, guys, if you know of anybody who's got that sort of skill set, she said first of all need to, have pretty good. She was referring to a senior developer because she insisted that it's not too easy, but I gather we need to talk to whoever to see if they've got those skills or not, But if any of you have that skill or are interested, please help me.
Do you already have existing project structures in Coco? Or?
Yeah, she basically said it is. Basically the game is a 15 level, level game. I'm not too sure what she's done, we're not the developer, so I can't tell you exactly what the structure is like in the back end. But she's saying the structure's already there. You just need somebody to carry on and take it on to the next step. And
the thing is that you're not going to find a lot of devs here using it.
No.
But you've got all your assets, and it's not too hard. Because you've got a lot of game maker guys, you've got a lot of Unity guys here, and then.
Well, if a guy has a working knowledge of Cocos 2D and can then redevelop in Unity, we're open to that as well.
I would say opening to that will open a lot more opportunities to find someone here.
Yeah.
Look, I've had a look at their demo, and a competent Unity developer that knows their way around one of the 2D toolkits could probably get it up to the same level as their demo in about a month or so.
Okay.
So if any of you guys that sounds like a good idea for a contract, and you're not going to mess the guys around.
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
We wanted Jan's already in the year, but it's just taking so much time. We just said that, pull out.
We're also looking to establish a long-term relationship with a developer who will give additional work to as well. Because Wayne and I have full-time jobs, so we can't do all the development work, and our main development environment is not mobile. It's WordPress and PHP MySQL stuff, but we're venturing into the mobile market. So we have a lot of ideas, but we need a developer who can establish a relationship with us. And Randburg, always.
Also, if you want to post something to the forum as well, in terms of the job posting, MGSA.com, we can send that out through social media channels and stuff, and we get pretty good responses usually.
Mention that as well.
Yeah, it's usually quite a good way to get the word out. Cool.
But if you guys after the meet, if you guys want to have a chat with us, share a little bit more, we can. That's interesting.
Cool. Now that we've facilitated the job.
Can I do something similar?
Yes,
actually. So LOUE Animation's looking for an intern to work on a game project as well. It'll be a pretty short thing, maybe 2 or 3 months. It's not hectically complex. Anybody that's looking to sort of build their skills, it is Unity based, like everything else we do. So give me a shout afterwards as well.
Any other community news? Yes.
We just had a really big update to the ZX demo.
Oh, cool. It's on the forums. Make sure you go check out that thread. Keep posting until someone gives you feedback.
Yes, I decided I'll dump a screenshot today until someone says something.
Do it. Okay, cool.
So
big update.
you guys work together on it now?
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
Cool. So Hanley isn't here tonight, but she asked me to just talk quickly about what Amazing Johannesburg is looking like so far. In terms of what we're getting from the Make Games community, we're getting 2 really cool workshops from Travis on 2D engines in Unity.
For me.
Well, yeah. 2 workshops. One from Travis and one from Andre on sound in games. We're also getting some cool talks from Peter Cardwell-Gardner, who's down in Cape Town, on the psychology of why we like to fail in games.
Come on, man, English beat.
Just right. Evan Greenwood on Let's Play. Rowan Rothman, Greenlight is a path, not an obstacle. He's one of the guys in Broforce. We just got Greenlight, as you mentioned, so that's very cool. Danny Day breaking out of SA, which is cool. And then we're having street games from Danny Day, which is On Guard, a cool chalk dueling game, which is very cool. And some other games which we need to get the rules for before we can confirm.
Sorry, what is TBC?
To be confirmed. And then the games we're going to have that are from the community are Pixel Boy, Stasis, Day in the Woods, Escape Velocity, and Silhouettes. All of those are on the forums. All of those on the forums, so you can check them out and play demos at the moment. And then we're also going to have this sort of mobile game section in the iLounge, so we can have all these iPads set up. Hopefully these games. We still need to confirm a couple of them. But Snail Boy, which is the ridiculously pretty game that came out of Cape Town. Basically Poison's game they're working on at the moment, Neon Shadow, which is a first-person shooter game on iPad. And it's 2-player split screen, which is really cool for multiplayer. And then obviously Bounty Arms as well. So we're going to try and get those, and hopefully
Are they on the store already?
on the store, I think.
The first and the last bit.
I don't, is Snail Boy out?
Yeah.
No, I don't think Snail Boy's out.
I think so. I think it was out before they posted.
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay, I understand community news.
I think so.
Anyway, it's pretty. Okay. And then the international stuff that's going to happen is Rami Ismail of Flambia, Acclaim is going to be there. Guy made Ridiculous Fishing and Super Great Box and a whole lot of other things is coming. He's the business guy of Flambia, so he's going to give us some talk on indie business suggestions and stuff. There's going to be a rumored presence on Oculus Rift.
I'm actually doing that workshop.
Which one? Oculus Rift. Well, We have a confirmed presence.
Apparently, I'm getting the rest on the 26th.
So it's still rumored.
Still rumored. Still with suspense. Cool. The workshops are going to be placed, they're going to be a certain number of places, so we're going to send out notifications once the program is out. There are lots of international and African games coming. The Flambia guys are bringing Luftreise, which is the game they're working on at the moment. We're getting a whole other range of awesome international games coming. I mean, we had Proteus and Hotline Miami last year before they even came out to massive critical acclaim. So that's really cool. We're getting lots of cool African games from Nigeria, Egypt, Uganda, all these crazy African places, and they're bringing their games that they're working on. If you're on this list and you are here, please confirm with Hanley that you are going to be there. Your game is going to be there, your talk is going to be there, because you just needs to make sure. Chris, I'm looking at you.
I should reply to that.
Okay, I'm just making sure, because we need spaces. Okay, that is the end of community section. No other talks? No other community news? Anything? Okay, then we're on to our first talk.